What's up, everybody? Welcome to Detroit metropolitan area. We are on Joy Road. Other than 8 Mile Road, which we definitely have to do while we're in Detroit, this here is a road you've heard of, Joy Road, in popular culture, music, videos, etc. So we're here to check it out. We're going to start in the suburban side of Detroit, west of Detroit, and move into the city and see the transformation from the outskirts. That's Bank of America right there. The transformation from the outskirts into the city. Detroit is a mecca for American culture, from automotive history, and not only that, but appreciation for it. Just drive around the city, the cars you see, you can kind of tell that people really enjoy their American automotive history, and they have a really huge appreciation for the cultural aspect of American cars. It's all over the city, and I absolutely love it, because I'm the same way. You guys know that about me if you watch my channel. I'm a Chevy guy. I've had GMC and Chevy trucks, and that's pretty much all I drive. If it ain't American, I ain't in it. That comes from Detroit, you know. I just came back from New York City, where they drive bicycles and electric Nissans and stuff like that, and little Priuses and stuff. They don't have an appreciation for American car culture. But when you head back into the South, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, having a big pickup truck, American muscle, that's more important. It all originated right here in Detroit. We're on the corner of Joy and Telegraph. So, again, we're going to start kind of in the suburbs and eventually work our way into the city of Detroit. We'll see a transformation of neighborhoods as we get closer to the city core, which is kind of a good drive. Finding a hotel in Detroit was quite the odyssey. I'm very picky about the hotels we stay in. If it's not a brand new hotel, we don't do it. Today there was a hotel that doesn't even have reviews yet. That's how new it is. It has one review. Brand new hotel. But at Flat Rock there was a gas leak somewhere near a plant or something, and a bunch of people had to evacuate. So all the hotels were filled up in that direction. So I took, we have 1,000 things to do today, but I told you, let's get a hotel early so that we can at least guarantee that for tonight. Because I'm going to guess that after 4 o'clock, it's 4:07 now, as people get out of work, those hotel rooms are going to disappear with that whole situation. I don't know if they're evacuating. Can you look it up on phone? I'm just curious what's going on. But every hotel we've called on this side of town has been mentioning that. That's why they don't have rooms. So, yeah, Joy Road, Detroit, Michigan, the motor capital of the world, and also a lot of entertainment. Eminem is from here, famously. Isn't Britney Spears from here?
No.
Yeah, she's from here too. Just playing. Eminem is from here, and Eminem is an American rapper. He mentions 8 Mile Road, which I know I have to do a video of 8 Mile Road. Everybody, as soon as I hit up, I put on YouTube, I'm going to go to Detroit. Everybody's like, Joy Road and 8 Mile Road. The two roads people want to see, so I'll take care of you guys on those two ends. You guys know that Detroit is also a city that has lost a lot of population. A lot of people have moved out.
Yeah,
so
it's been like for a week.
What?
A few days. That leak.
Oh, it's a fuel leak or something?
Ongoing thing.
Ongoing thing. Yep. The big companies make mistakes, and the regular people have to. As you can hear, we have some Detroit rap has its own particular style and everything, and people next to us are kind of enjoying some Detroit rap music. Detroit has its own specific type of rap style. It's kind of like a drill, but it's somewhat similar to Chicago drill music. But what makes Detroit rap is it's like the melody and the way that the beat's laid out. It's a very particular melody, and basically the last note repeats itself on the fourth bar, and it gives that like Detroit sound to rap, which like a vast percentage of rappers kind of go with that. We're now entering more of an urban. We're kind of entering Detroit. Now I don't know if we're from Detroit city limits yet, but we're getting close. Let me give this car a little bit of distance. He was kind of like jamming out really hard. I don't know if, whatever. But yep, Detroit rap has its own specific sound to it. And T Grizzly is kind of one of a mainstream, you could say, artists at this point. It's kind of just, beyond just regional fame. He's actually mainstream from Detroit. That's carried that Detroit sound into mainstream. There's also Motown Records. Can't forget that. I'll be honest. On the way here, I listened to about an hour worth of Motown Records stuff, their greatest hits and all that. Did you like any of it, Katie?
Motown?
Motown Records.
Yeah.
Some of their greatest recordings. I didn't like any of it, really. No disrespect, but I wasn't feeling much of it.
Casey and Sunshine Man.
I mean, Eminem, just like when you think about Detroit, what comes to mind is how bad the Detroit Lions are. Eminem was probably one of the most... Isn't he one of the richest rappers too? Like, his net worth is like in the hundreds of millions. He's up there for sure.
I know he's wealthy.
He's very wealthy. Like, I mean, Eminem is like probably top 10 rappers, depending on who you ask. Mm-hmm. Top 10 rappers, not only on as far as good quality rapper, but also monetary requirements. You got like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Eminem. Those were like the biggest idols. Eminem definitely in there. Well, a lot of you videos you're gonna see from Detroit are gonna be mostly if you write Detroit videos, are always in the hoods, just showing the worst rundown hoods. So I want to show you guys like a real perspective on Detroit, like just kind of the whole, like what it's actually like to be here. Is what I'm doing with these cities that I'm going to now. When I do these drive rounds, it's like I show you like a little bit of everything in the video. We start out in the outskirts and we move to the city, so you get a feel for what it's like to actually be in the city. Because for the most part, all the videos I see about Detroit are in the bad areas. Like nobody does like a normal. I'm not saying we're not gonna go through some bad areas in this video. We will, but I don't know. I just want to give a more realistic perspective of what it's like driving through here.
Southfield.
Detroit Pistons. I want to see if we can hit them all up too before we're leaving Detroit.
Oh, we will.
We gotta get us some sweaters.
Oh, we're going to Walmart.
I will legitly. I don't rock too many sports team stuff, but I'll rock Detroit stuff for real. I didn't buy any clothes anywhere up and down the East Coast. Oh, I love these. Look, you're starting to see like little kind of like rundown houses and stuff. I didn't buy anything up and down the East Coast, but keep in mind too, we got Florida tags, and this is Detroit has the highest murder rate of any city in the country. Correct? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Detroit has the highest murder rate of any city in the country. So this is not a joke here. This is a place where you really got to pay attention. And we're recording, so we gotta really just be alert and just kind of not do anything stupid. Like on this drive, I'm actually gonna stick to the main roads and stuff. Detroit is definitely the most dangerous of all the cities in America by far. With a murder rate about twice as high as Birmingham, Alabama, means this place, it's just best to use common sense and all that. It's better if I get on the other lane, isn't it? And I'm going across. I'm not going to turn. Seems like there's a lot more industry here than what, right? Am I right or wrong? Seems like there's a lot of industry and work and stuff.
Yeah.
Coming into town, there was a lot of industry. It is a big city too. I've noticed since we got here, like people, like, compared to other cities we go to, people really listen to a lot of rap music here, like loud.
It's gonna get a lot nicer coming up.
Is it really?
Well, look.
We'll see. Have you noticed that compared to all the other cities we go to, There's actually traffic on what highway is this?
Yeah, there's like big houses and stuff over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like a subdivision.
Yeah.
You know, but it could be a contrast. Like it's like in
Yeah.
Louisville, like when they knocked down Park the Wall, they put new houses in.
Yeah.
It was still Louisville. I mean, I've noticed compared to other states we've been at, how much more people listen to rap music here in Detroit.
Yeah, it's kind of been like that.
It's a cultural thing. I caught a guy listening to reggaeton out in the suburbs. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I know is there a Spanish neighborhood here? I'm sure there's got to be somewhere.
Not sure.
There's got to be some area that's more Spanish than others. I will mention this: the cars mostly look like clunkers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clunkers.
That's mostly toward Grand Rapids. I know there's a lot more Spanish in Grand Rapids.
Yeah. Grand Rapids is really has a lot of Spanish. There's even Cuban and Dominican restaurants from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much of that here. It's mostly European.
A lot of clunkers.
European and Middle Eastern.
Greek and stuff. Yeah, Middle Eastern. Alright. I can't believe how many clunkers there are. There's a lot of clunkers here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people just drive any car. Also, a lot of cars with no tags. That's concerning. Because, you know, we could just do something and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's not a city you want to play around in, that's for sure. I was cracking up because every time, it's just about, you know, if I have a chance before I visit a large city, I'll check out what artists are coming up out of the city. That gives you a great indication of what's going on in the city. And one of the songs had a Cuban guy in it. You know, like, kind of like, I think a lot of people just think that that Cubans are all Tony Montana type of characters, you know? That car rusted to crap. Oh, that hurts to watch. I love it. Dang, that hurts to watch. Are you? Oh, that's a Denali like ours. Oh man, can you imagine our Denali rusted out like that? That's gotta hurt. That's one thing about the North. Why even drive a nice car if it's just gonna rust to crap? Look at that Yukon. It's just like ours, and it's like completely rusted to crap. Hip hop resale shop. I love how like urban it feels. Yeah. Detroit is also the most African American of all large cities in America, with something like 77% of the population being African American. Oh man, it hurts to see these cars all rusted out. Doesn't that just hurt? It hurts to see these cars just rusting out. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. You buy a nice car and like a few years later it's already gone. Ice cream car. I will say this, it seems like it's got more life than I imagined. Like all those YouTube videos I see on the internet, it was like the whole thing seems like it'd be a ghost town. Like I'm thinking in my mind a giant Youngstown, Ohio, just nobody around.
Yeah. No, it's not.
There's
like
life.
that.
Look at Aston Martin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's stuff around here.
A 4-door? I didn't know they made 4-doors. Huh. It's got a lot of life. Like there's entire neighborhoods where there's people walking around. There's cars. It's not like everything you see about Detroit on the internet is like ghost town type of scenarios. You know.
I mean, there are empty neighborhoods, but for the most part, it's a busy, bustling city.
It's a busy, bustling city. Same thing for the outskirts. Like, a lot of industry on the outskirts. So it's not as they put it out on YouTube. That's one thing. Like, what I saw on YouTube versus what I'm actually seeing since I got here. Yeah. It feels like a giant Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah. I mean, all these are businesses and body shops and stuff. Yeah. A lot of them are getting renovated. Yep. So it's not like what it actually is. Isn't really what I saw. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of industry. This reminds me of 7th Street in Louisville. Also, my dad, when I was a kid, my dad used to go to Detroit. From Louisville, he would have to come work in Detroit. And when he would come to Detroit, he'd tell me stories about Detroit. And, you know, because when I was a little kid, I was fascinated with dump trucks and semi-trucks and just anything heavy equipment. Yeah. And my dad used to work at a tire shop, and he would have to travel sometimes, you know, if a truck got a flat tire in Detroit or they're buying equipment, they're buying new trucks or whatever, you know, a lot of times if they needed a specific part delivered or whatever, they would actually just make my dad do the delivery run instead of getting it locally or whatever. So I remember, like, he would tell me stories. Like, one time the company was buying like 100 new dump trucks or something. So my dad told me the story about coming to Detroit and, you know, how they would buy stuff for the company. So, I mean, to me it was fascinating, you know, since I was little, you know, hearing stories about my dad coming to Detroit. I knew it was a big city with a lot of, you know, excited to be here. I figured Joy Road would be like a 3-lane road. I didn't think it'd be a one-way.
Some stretches it is. Some stretches it isn't.
In my mind, I figured like a big busy road. It's not racist here, is it? Like, we're okay, we're not black. It's not a problem, right? It's not like Alabama. It's not like Alabama where like they look at you strange for being white. I don't know how the hoods are in the north. Like, you know, in the south, if you go into a black area, you get like hard looks and all that. I wonder like if you get treated differently for being white out here. Because like I'll give you like a deal. Like everywhere we've gone, it seems like in the north people are more like they're more mixed. You know, they're not as separated in the north.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like in Louisville, Kentucky, for example, like in Louisville, like if you were white and you ventured into other parts of town, like you'd get some really hard looks and stuff.
No, you have to go through any roads to get to anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna avoid a road because
A lot of people do. Yeah, I don't know how it is here.
I don't know.
All I know is this, like, okay, give me an example. You know, Rosa Parks, she was from Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah.
Actually, one of her childhood homes was on the exit that we lived on. Northwest of Pine Level exit.
Yeah.
That was one of Rosa Parks' childhood homes. And after what she did and with Martin Luther King in Montgomery, she actually ended up moving to
yeah, she lived here.
In Dearborn, right?
Yeah.
Detroit, somewhere around Detroit.
Yeah, I don't I don't know exactly where she lived, but she
moved to Detroit, to Michigan for sure.
She did. The bus is here.
Yeah, the bus is still here. So I'm saying like a lot of like figures of
the Henry
of the
Ford
civil rights movement
acquired it.
Yeah. A lot of figures of the civil rights movement had to move from the south to the Detroit area.
Yeah.
For their safety and all that. So I'm saying like the situation here might not be as like bad as in the south. I'm not sure.
It's different.
It's different for sure, yeah. Because again, we haven't really done anything in the north a lot. Anything really. We've been in the south, so we're just now seeing the north. But I do know that Rosa Parks moved to Michigan because she didn't feel safe in Alabama after whatever the civil rights movement stuff she did. She never went back to Alabama, period.
Yeah.
Well, look at us. Like, after we went through Alabama, I don't ever want to go back to Alabama. So it just makes sense that...
Yeah.
I love how many Hummers you see here. Like, people here are really big on American muscle. And just not muscle, but like American...
Yeah, it's car town.
Yeah. I've seen at least 4 Hummers since we got here. Lots of Hummers. We won. So we're kind of northwest of downtown now. Most interesting thing that I've noticed so far is obviously cars rusted to crap. That's pretty sad to watch. And then it does have a lot more life than what they told you on the internet. What a cool city, man. It doesn't feel that dangerous. I don't know. I don't know what the side streets look like. Like always, the main streets have nothing to do with the side streets. I learned that, especially like with Philly, where you drive to the main streets, it looks normal. But then you get on those back streets, and it's like a whole different world.
Yeah.
Lights are blinking here. And also, this region of the country, one of my subscribers told me, Jose, the Detroit, Toledo, Cleveland, Dayton, this area up here around the lakes has the highest bed bug rates in the country. So I actually looked it up on the internet, and sure enough, I found a city with the highest bed bug rates in the country. And this region of the country has the highest bed bug rates, you know, whatever. Which is scary if you think about it, because I know it's horrible in Alabama, and Alabama wasn't even near the top of that list, so it must be pretty bad here. So for us finding a newer hotel is super important. And with that gas leak thing in Flat Rock, is that where it's called?
Yeah.
There's a gas leak there. All the hotels in that area, with the new hotels were around there, they were all filled up because of that incident. So now we're going to go to another hotel on the north side of the city that isn't new, but at least it's got other requirements. And I don't like staying in old hotels. And just because a hotel's expensive doesn't mean it's not going to have bed bugs, by the way. Hotel can be super expensive and still have a bunch of bed bugs. Start the route now. We're going to go...
Head east on Joy Road toward Stopel Street. Turn left onto Livernois.
Livernois. That's the one I was... Yeah, Livernois. It looks like really rough if we keep going on Joy Road this way. This looks really rough on this side. I guess this is the rougher side of Joy Road.
Continue on Livernois for 3 miles.
So we'll stay on Joy Road, what it recommends. Okay, this is definitely rough here.
Head northeast on Joy Road toward Howell Avenue.
This is definitely rough.
Turn left onto Howell Street, then turn right onto Livernois.
Okay. This is definitely rough out here.
Head northeast on Joy Road toward Epworth Street.
Yeah, this is
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Grand River Avenue.
This is definitely like more active here.
This route avoids crashes on I-94 East and on I-75 North. You are on the fastest route. You will arrive at 5:06 p.m.
A turtle or a rock? Oh yeah, this is like definitely more hood here. Okay, so that road, we can take that road over there. Let's keep going. Can we keep going? No, I guess not. Yeah, this is definitely like the more rundown areas over here. Let me keep going a little bit further. Is that okay?
Turn left onto West Grand River Avenue.
Sure?
Yes.
I'm gonna go one more
left.
mile. I would say relax. Why are you scared?
No, it's cool over there.
We'll take one more mile this way. I want to see this. Sorry. Alright, we'll turn around.
Head northeast on Joy Road toward Yosemite Street. In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Broad Street Avenue.
Okay, so this is a little bit more rundown. These escalates make me nervous with the back windows down like that.
Turn left onto Broad Street Avenue.
Yeah.
No problem. Ooh, I wouldn't have my windows open if there's kids. This is Broad. We're supposed to go on this way. I'll take it. That's what we're supposed to go on. I don't care. This right here. Keep going on. That dump truck's got grass growing on the back.
Continue on Broad Street Avenue for 1 mile.
Yeah, so definitely around here it's a little bit rougher. Looks a lot rougher now. Can you recenter this? Recenter. There we go. Yeah, it looks rougher right up through here. A little bit rougher up and through here, like kind of like what you would think. This is like what you see on YouTube. Right here. You know, this is what you see on YouTube when you think about Detroit. Let's put the camera facing forward. I don't want people to think I'm pointing it at them. Alright, so you guys can kind of see how run down this area is. There's a lot of trash outs, though. It means lots of trash outs. So this is definitely more run down through here. This is the Detroit you've heard about right here. In fact, there's not even that much traffic on this north to south road. Just stuff. Old buildings. That building, look at that building. That's so cool. I can't believe that. Oh, people moved out. And the thing about Detroit too is like it was in its day. It was something. It was something in its day, you know. So now, see, this guy blew that intersection like crazy. And the Camaro just blew that intersection. I think a lot of people in new cars, they don't really give a crap. They just blow intersections and stuff. I almost thought about blowing through that intersection. I guess through here people aren't even stopping, so forget it. We're just gonna keep. If that guy did it, we're gonna do it. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's in a newer car. He just blew that intersection. He didn't even stop. It's just flashing red, you know?
Yeah.
It's flashing red. It means like almost stop. You know what I mean? It's not like they're flashing red. They used to do that in Miami. When Miami was really bad, they used to do that. At night, their lights would be flashing in Miami. They don't even stop.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Leslie Street.
Hey, we have a stop sign there, don't we? Nobody coming? This looks nicer here. Detroit was, in its day, let me tell you, a great city.
Yeah.
You know?
And these are the
Look at these houses. You can just tell these were like, you know, these weren't just crappy places. See, this guy blew the stop sign, so pretty much everybody's just kind of blowing through them. Detroit was.
Black squirrel.
Yeah.
Turn left onto Leslie Street.
Okay, it's trying to get me back on the main road. All right. And look at this place. This is beautiful. Under all criteria, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, how is this not beautiful? Look at this. You know? It's beautiful. And a lot of these beautiful neighborhoods went to crap. Like, Detroit was a big city with all types of neighborhoods and stuff. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, a lot of it just went to crap. It wasn't that it wasn't a nice place. It was just, it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like...
Turn right onto Michigan 8 East,
Didn't
West
work
Davison
out.
Street.
Did not work out at all. White kid in work clothes. See, that's what I'm saying about this, like that right there, a white kid in work clothes. And a lot of neighborhoods in the South, a white kid couldn't, like, or that's black kid couldn't do that. He would be in trouble. So I'm saying it's like it doesn't seem as like messed up as the South. If he was homeless, it probably wouldn't be much of a problem. But the fact that he's in work clothes means he works. He's gonna have at least $1 in his pocket.
Continue on Michigan 8 East for 1.5 miles.
Look at back all those houses just run down. Like, imagine the city in its prime, like when all these houses were people living in them, families, middle class people. Everybody had a good job in the auto industry before it all went to crap. You know what I mean? Like, this was an incredible city, man. This was in fact an incredible city. And now a lot of it is just like, look at these houses, like that one right there. The roof's caved in. It's really sad, you know? You know, the thing about people don't get to is a lot of these Kias and Hyundais and Toyotas and Mazdas are made in the United States too. You know, they're not just importing these cars from other countries. Even Mercedes-Benz is made in Alabama. Kia made in Georgia. Toyota in Tennessee has plants, I believe. Toyota has plants in Alabama as well. It just seems that a lot of other your Japanese or German car brands are still made in the United States to the advantage of the American auto industry, to be honest. Because then the American cars, like this pickup truck that I'm driving now is an American Silverado, but in 2021 is in fact a product of Mexico and Canada for a large degree. could have took that road. We're going on a highway now?
No, you're going over it.
Oh, I see. We're going across. I see.
We're
Is the hotel that far east? Oh, crap. We're going to have to... I don't want to be stuck in a traffic jam.
You won't.
What's this major road coming up here that goes north to south? See that major road right there?
75.
Oh, that's... No, it's not a highway. It's like a secondary road. It's not like an interstate. You see that yellow line? Whatever that yellow line
In a
is
quarter
right here.
mile, continue straight to stay on Michigan 8 East.
See this yellow line right here? We're going to take that. Because the interstate's got a traffic jam right now. And those traffic jams, like when it tells you it's a 7-minute delay or something, it's like a 30-minute delay. It's never accurate on how much of a delay it is. So we're taking...
Continue straight to stay on Michigan 8 East.
When we started on the west side... Oh, look at that big building. I've seen that on the internet. I've seen that big building on the internet.
Continue on Michigan 8 East for 1 mile.
So this is what Detroit actually looks like. It's a lot... It's late. The speed of the town is a lot like Memphis. It's a lot like Memphis. Well, this is our new highway looking thing.
Yeah, there's no...
Oh, I see. It's like a highway.
Yeah, it's fast. It'll be fine.
But dude, look at the traffic jam.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a street here. See, we should have got off at this exit here. That exit, we should have taken that exit. Because right through there, on that exit, it'll take us north, and we won't be able to get. We won't have to go through the traffic jam. Let me see if I can take this exit right here.
In half a mile, use the left 3 lanes to turn slightly left to stay on Michigan 8 East.
Is that, it says a 3-minute delay or whatever. That 3-minute delay will become like a... You ever notice how inaccurate those delays are? Like when it says it's a small delay, it's not a small delay. It's a long delay.
Use the left 3 lanes to turn slightly left to stay on Michigan 8 East.
This is run down out here too. I thought by here it'd be better. How much later there is. It's pretty
Head
run down
northeast
coming
on
through here,
Davis
too.
and South Service Drive toward Oakland Avenue.
I don't think I'll do a night drive through here. I thought I was going to do a night drive through Detroit.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto
Well,
Oakland Avenue.
If 4:30 in the afternoon, it's like this. I might do it. I just gotta see how I feel. But yeah, you guys are getting a real drive through Detroit. This is a one way. Where's that?
Continue on Oakland Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
I wish I had enough space to cut them off. Dang it. I have to get behind the semi. I think the semi is making more ground than half these cars. All the SUVs. SUVs. If I can get on Highway 1, I guess it is. You can go north on that. See how now it's like an 8-minute delay? It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. By the time you get to that delay, you'll be there half an hour. That's a semi-drive. Look at these potholes, man. Look at the potholes on the other side. I mean, they're just like, try speeding through that crap. Unbelievable. I love to hear that turbo. Gotta find a road that heads that way. Zoom in a little bit. Man, you smell that? There's a major road up ahead. We'll take it that way and we'll get on whatever that road is. We'll go north on that road. See, there's already traffic here. Go figure. If it's already backed up through here, by the time you get up on that highway, it's gonna be bad. What was that, 75?
Yeah.
I'll take it the other way. Besides, we don't want to see highways, we want to see the city itself. I should cut through this back neighborhood, through this little neighborhood here. Might be a shortcut. Going across like that.
In 600 feet, turn right onto 6 Mile Road East McNichols Road.
Go through here. Probably a bad idea. Just detour down that way either way. This isn't a one way, is it? No. 'Cause nothing will...
Head southwest on Ferris Street toward Brush Street.
These houses are just...
In 800 feet, turn right.
It's got you on the simulator.
Yeah. Get it out. Why can't you
Turn
click
right
on
onto Brush Street, then turn right onto Candler Street.
It'll switch over once we do it.
This is run down over here too, man.
Head southwest on Ferris Street
Why
toward
doesn't it
John R.
just
Street.
switch to similar ETA? Like, I haven't figured out
In
what I'm trying to
600
do.
feet, turn right onto John R. Street. Turn right onto John R. Street, then turn right onto Candler Street.
Oh, those are serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, the potholes are serious. Yeah, that saved us like 20 minutes this way.
Turn right onto Woodward Avenue.
Woodward, here we go. That's what it is. Woodward. Oh, there's a lot of traffic on this road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Just say. That's a lot of traffic. I guess driving through the downtown Detroit would also be another interesting video. Let me see if I can go right after this car. I just step on it really hard. Okay, we're in traffic now. This looks like Miami.
Continue on Woodward Avenue for
Feels
2
like
miles.
Miami. Woodward Avenue. Why is it like still trying to force me to get in that traffic jam? Like, dude, stop. This feels like Miami. Okay, now I finally decided to stay on this route.
Yeah. Welcome to Detroit.
Yeah, look at that motel. That's hilarious. It's still running too. That's interesting. I bet we could stay there for $30 a night.
It's fine.
Oh yeah. I'm hungry. I think there's a Cuban restaurant downtown. But I don't know if I'm gonna run to downtown Detroit tonight. Stay in the suburbs, we should do. The suburbs are really nice suburbs too. It's got great suburbs. Is there anything else? We don't have to do anything in Detroit, do we? Well, we have to stick around tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what we're doing.
Yeah.
Michigan. Well, do you know don't they test drive cars from Michigan
Yeah, really.
in the Everglades? So it may not be that rare to see a flow tag here versus like New York, where everywhere we went, everybody knows we're from there, just because they don't have trucks.
Well, there are a lot of people from Michigan that have moved to Florida and then they come to visit their family, so It's probably not as rare as you think.
You know, Detroit's got a really nice grid pattern compared to other large cities
Yeah.
that make absolutely no sense. Like, Detroit's got like a legitimate.
Yeah.
It's got a because it's a flat area. It's got a legitimately.
Yeah.
And it still wants us to do that. So when we get to Royal Oak, we have to keep going.
Yeah.
I'll take new trucks. American trucks are important here. Why does this feel like Miami?
Lots of city and.
Notice all traffic's going up to the suburbs,
Yep.
north suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
Literally nobody going into town at night. It's like a lot of traffic going out, nobody going in. This reminds me of like Opelika in Florida. 8 Mile Road. Next right. That would be a whole different video to itself.
Yeah.
I'll try to get that in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how clean the towns in Pennsylvania and Ohio were.
Yeah.
In my mind, I thought they would be like really run down
Uh-huh.
and in bad shape. I was surprised.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto Michigan 1 North Woodward Avenue. Signs for Woodward Avenue, Pontiac.
No, this is Cat.
Continue straight onto Michigan 1 North Woodward Avenue. Signs for Woodward Avenue,
I
Pontiac.
love these little motels that they got around. Little motel.
Continue on Michigan 1 North for 1.5 miles.
Okay. Here you start to see new buildings again.
Yeah.
Suburban sprawl. New buildings. Yep. So now it's kind of more suburban. I can't believe how much Detroit reminds me of Miami. White Castle. Something you like and I don't. How's the upload coming off of that phone? Sam's Ferndale Grill. Oh.
14.
That's it? That phone is so much slower than this one. I don't want to spend the money, but I think we do need to upgrade my phone.
Yeah.
I hate spending money for in Ferndale, huh? Why am I in the mood for Chinese food? I bet the Chinese food here has to be incredible.
It is.
Yeah. Tim Hortons. That one looks kind of run down. The other ones look kind of nice. Hey, this looks nice around here. It's getting better. Big trees in the median. What cracks me up is how much this looks like Alabama. It's like it feels like Montgomery, but it's just bigger.
And better.
About that. That's not the way I would refer to it.
Jose?
I would probably not.
Is it safer to you?
I don't know. Maybe they like Cubans. I don't know. All those rap music videos I saw from Detroit, they think Cubans are like these Tony Montana people who they idolize. They might like Cubans. I don't know. I mean, crap, they had a Cuban guy in one rap
Continue
music
straight
video.
onto Woodward Avenue.
I don't even think the Cuban guy knew what he was
Tropical smoothie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I could do that right now.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the hotel. It's already 5 o'clock.
Continue straight onto Woodward Avenue. Then continue straight to stay on Woodward Avenue.
We'll find something around here. The video's already at 45 minutes.
Continue straight to stay on Woodward Avenue.
We'll go back to that tropical.
Yeah.
See what's ahead, so I don't have to turn back. You want to turn back?
In a quarter mile, keep right to stay on Woodward Avenue.
Just keep going. We'll find something.
Alright. I'm starving.
Yeah.
I could go for some Chinese food right about now. Oh, it looks fancy up ahead. Is that a mall?
Keep right to stay on Woodward Avenue.
This looks like. Just say right. It said right.
Yeah.
Let me get on the outside lane because if
In
on
a
this
quarter
lane, I
mile,
can see
turn
someone
right
stop.
onto West 10 Mile Road.
There'll be something on this road. What do you think? Or keep to turn or
Yeah, keep going.
keep going or turn? It looks like 10 mile might have
That's
stuff.
that's a highway.
Just skip on that. Keep going on this road. There'll be something up ahead.
Yeah.
The Griffin. What's that? Is that a hotel?
Turn
It's
right
all
onto
apartment.
West 10 Mile Road. Then use the left lane to take the I-696 East ramp.
Detroit Zoo. Man, I need to use the bathroom. I'm tired.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on I-75 North in 1.5 miles. You are still on the fastest route.
No, we're not in the fastest route. That's why we ignored you, Siri. There's a reason why we're ignoring you, Siri. You're just not cool enough. Detroit Zoo and that water tower. But it's odd how, like, okay, over there the whole city's falling apart, and right here already there's new buildings going up. And I bet they're expensive too. LA Fitness. I think we're in a suburban sprawl now. If you want to like find
Head
something to
northwest
eat.
on Woodward Avenue toward West 10 Mile
Yeah,
Road.
use a bathroom, eat, walk around a little
Continue
bit.
on Woodward Avenue for
Oh, we
1.5
should have gone through there. We
miles.
should have gone through there. This looks pretty neat.
Just keep going.
Keep going.
You'll be fine.
Relax, man. It's been a long drive. And before we drove to Detroit, we drove through the suburbs, and before that, we drove through Toledo. We haven't stopped in a while. I am dead. I'm driving all day. Liquor store. I'm gonna buy a little shot when I get a chance. If I see a Chinese restaurant, I'm stopping. I bet the Chinese food here's gotta be killer. What's that? Zoe's what?
House of pancakes.
No pancakes for me today.
Royal egg.
It looks pretty fancy in there.
It is.
I gotta get more of the city. That was a cool drive.
Yeah. I told you you'd like it.
Yeah. It's nerve-wracking because everything you've ever heard about Detroit is so scary, you know? And then you come here and somebody doesn't bother you. You just do your thing. It is nerve-wracking. There's a lot more white people than I thought there would be, too. I'm saying, are white people moving back into the Detroit area? No? It feels a lot wider than Montgomery. Careful, that's a Ford truck. If I hit it, it's like a soda can. 11-mile road. We're 15 minutes from the hotel. You just want to make it to the hotel first?
We'll see.
If we see something interesting, we'll stop.
Yeah.
Because remember, the later the night, the more the hotel's worth.
I know.
And the less rooms are available.
I know.
I know, but I'm a total brat. I'm a tropical fish. I can look and tell you're uncomfortable. I am too. What's this thing? Sign of at a bar?
Beef carver.
Is that like a steakhouse? I can't do steak. I will do Chinese food.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Vincetta Boulevard.
You know what caught me? Ooh, that looks fancy right there. What is that?
Grocery store.
Ah, I thought it was a restaurant. You know what caught me off guard is this. Look at how nice these suburbs are.
Yeah.
As soon as you get out here.
I told you it'd be nice.
I was concerned that even the suburbs would be run down, but nope. Is this where we gotta be on? No, you get out a little bit out and there's suburbs.
Turn right onto Vincetta Boulevard.
Turn right.
Up here.
Up there?
Right here.
Okay. Oh, this is like a residential street?
Yeah.
Continue on Vincetta Boulevard for half a mile.
This is gorgeous. Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
So it took about an hour to drive clear across the city. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Pueblecito pequeño, tierra linda que un sueño, en mi alma Velasco, en tus noches, pónmela y que te la guapal. Dude, this is so nice. This is so pretty.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto West 12 Mile Road.
Okay, we're on the Mile Road. The first time.
In 600 feet, turn right onto West 12 Mile Road.
12 Mile Road.
You're supposed to like go
Left
right.
or right? Right?
Right.
Turn right onto West 12 Mile Road.
Take them out of it. I love these pine trees. Alright. This car blew a red light. No, I guess you can do that, right? Nobody seems to respect. Oh, it was red when he went. Nobody seems to respect traffic around. They just drive.
Continue on West 12 Mile Road
Sounds like
for
Montgomery.
3/4 of a mile.
What? Get something to eat. I'm gonna head to the hotel. Enjoy life to the fullest. Fully like a bullet, man. You know what I mean? What's this place right here? Cannabis? Oh, it's not
Credit
food.
Union.
Oh, I thought it was either.
It looks like Starbucks.
It looks like a cannabis store.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love these houses. Look at these neighborhoods. Gorgeous. So it's not all bad.
No.
There's good and there's bad.
Yeah.
There's just two Detroits. There's a nice Detroit and there's a run down Detroit.
Yeah.
And I like how in this video we got to tour like the whole thing. All of it's still Detroit.
Yeah.
Look at the suburbs. Racing pigeons. Now are they wild or are they somebody's actual racing pigeons? Black lights matter. See if there's a lock back there. You see a pigeon racing now? We're on 12 Mile in Main.
Turning on
800 feet, turn left
Rochester.
onto South Rochester Road.
But you can turn.
12 in Maine. Keep that in mind. I want to see if there's a
Yeah.
pigeon loft there. Those were racing pigeons. They're too big to be wild scrubs. Somebody's got a pigeon loft, dude. 12 in Maine. Remember that, okay? Those were racing pigeons. They were,
Head
I think
north
they were
on
way
North
too
Main
big.
Street toward
They
Mary
were way
Avenue.
too big to be scrubs.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East Houstonia Avenue.
Oh,
Turn right onto East Houstonia Avenue, then turn left onto South Rochester Road.
Estonia. Beautiful. I need to get back from like 3 hours ago. You're like, oh, traveling's not easy.
Turn left onto South Rochester Road.
Moving in storage. This is gonna be a while. Not a man.
Left.
Left? Yeah, I'm going left. I gotta be able to see the cars coming at me. Tú sabes que tú estás un poquito fresca últimamente. Estás demasiado fresca. Porque yo. Cuidado, güey. When have I ever made a wrong turn? Or blown a red light or a stop sign?
Today.
Continue on South Rochester Road for 3 miles.
Was it in the Toledo video where I totally blew a red light, or was it here in Detroit?
Here in Detroit.
Yeah, the first other little clip that I had to leave.
Yeah.
Turning off the video right into a red light. Because I'm not even paying attention to traffic. I'm just soaking in everything. Like I'm like a sponge. Back to Rochester House of Hortons. North Oaks Dental. Where's stop this McDonald's Bay?
Yes.
I need to use the bathroom. I am dead. I ate a long, uncomfortable ride.
Head west toward South Rochester Road. Head southeast toward 13 Mile
your
Road.
service
East
only.
13
Oh,
Mile
you gotta
Road.
be kidding me. This is what you have to make it to work to our destination. There might be something else in the back. Any other business back here? I'll buy some, pretend you're interested in CBDs.
No.
Head west toward South Rochester Road.
Pretend you're interested in buying some
Turn
herbal
right onto
essences.
South Rochester Road.
Pretend you want to buy some herbal essences.
Continue on South Rochester Road for 2 miles.
Mufflers. Dang. Yep, all right, guys, there it is. 1 hour of Detroit.